Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a pregnancy update. There is so much to update you on, and I know I haven't done one of these in a few weeks. So I'm just going to recap my midwife appointment back on the 20th of October, and I was 34 weeks pregnant. So yeah, she basically asked me a bit about my birth plan, and I already said that I had a consultant meeting booked in, so we didn't really discuss it in that appointment because I had to talk about it with a consultant. She then measured the baby, and she said the baby's measuring bang on track, and she also said that his head was down, and she said, have you been having any back pain? And I said yeah, because I think it was a week before my appointment I was having excruciating back pain, and she said it was because he was back to back at that time, so that could explain why I was having the back pain and why I was feeling so much pressure as well. So yeah, that was my midwife appointment. We didn't really talk too much about birth plans, like I said. She just made sure that I was okay, the baby was okay. I also had my flu jab as well, so I've had the whooping cough and the flu jab, so I'm all up to date with my injections. Yeah, the midwife appointment went really well, and then I had my consultant appointment on the 31st of October, and I was looking forward to this so much. I remember booking this appointment at the hospital thinking, like, this seems forever away, and it's literally just flown by. What is going on with my hair? Sorry. So yeah, we got there and they took my blood pressure, urine. They always do that just to, you know, double check everything's okay. And then we spoke with a consultant, and he just said basically what was going to happen. I had to sign a lot of paperwork, and because I've had one before, obviously he kind of didn't go through absolutely everything with me, but he did ask some questions, such as like, would I accept a blood transfusion, all that stuff that could happen during the surgery. He just went through with me, and then he told me to go and wait in the waiting room, like just opposite, and I was like a bit confused. I was like, why are they sending us to wait in a waiting room? But this was obviously to book my date in, and I completely forgot I was going to get a date like then and there. So yeah, we were waiting there for a good half an hour, because obviously they had to call around and make sure that the date they gave me was okay, and I was over 38 weeks, so I will be 39 weeks when I have the baby. While I was waiting for the date, they took me to have some swabs done, which I've never ever had before, and I think it's a new thing in all the hospitals if you're going for an operation, but it's called MRSA screening. So I had to have swabs in my nose and my groin, which I've never had before, but they said that's kind of like a normal thing that all hospitals do now because of infections, I believe. So I had to have that done as well. And then they came over and gave me my date, which is the 24th of November, which will be a Friday. And I just can't believe, like, I have a date now and I can look forward to that day. Obviously I know that if anything happens I could be pushed back because you have slots. So if there's an emergency C-section, they will go before me, because I won't be an emergency one. And also because I am low risk still, they've put me in the afternoon slot. So there's a morning slot for C-sections and afternoon slots. So I've got an afternoon slot. I have to get there for 12 on the day, and I haven't got a specific time. I'm guessing when I get there they will tell me like, you're number 3 in the queue, or they will give me a time, but all I know is it's afternoon and it's Friday the 24th of November. So we've got 2 November babies. If you don't know, I've got little girl Ellie, and her birthday is the 9th of November, which is literally like 3 days time. she was born by emergency C-section. So yeah, I'm gonna have 2 November babies, which I'm so excited about. Am I in focus? There we go. So yeah, they told me a date, and they told me to take these tablets. I haven't got them on me at the moment. They're in my kind of like with my hospital stuff ready, but they are basically to clear out all the acid in my stomach the night before I have to take them. So I have to take the tablets, and I have to eat before 6 o'clock in the morning that day, because obviously it's going to be a operation that I'm going to be cut open. So yeah, if I had a morning one, I wouldn't have been able to eat only like the night before, but because it's afternoon, I can eat up until 6 o'clock in the morning. To be honest, I'm probably going to be struggling with getting anything down me because I'm going to be so nervous, but I will try and get, you know, at least some toast down me or something. So yeah, they've told me about that. They told me if everything goes okay, I'll be discharged within 24 hours, but obviously we have to see how everything goes on the day and stuff. Oh, 2 days before my C-section, so on the 22nd of November, I have to go back up to the hospital to have pre-bloods taken. So I'm guessing that they need to have more blood tests from me before they do the surgery. I'm not sure what else they do as well on that day, but it just says pre-admission blood tests. That's all it says really. And yeah, so they basically just told me on the day of my C-section I will go up to the ward where I will meet my midwife and also like the team of people that are doing the C-section, and yeah, it will just go from them really. Obviously I'll be changed into a gown, and I did ask if I could take photos or videos because I know that my hospital in particular doesn't allow videoing. With Ellie, when she was born, they let us take one photo of me, Paul and Ellie together, but they wasn't, you know, they didn't let us do anything else just that one photo. So I explained basically, you know, what I do and my followers and stuff, and how I capture my journey, my pregnancy and stuff. And he did say that I can take photos. He's not sure on videos. He said he has to get back to me on that, and he took my number down and everything, but he did say that we can take a few more photos than we would usually be able to do. So like when they lift the baby up over the curtain, we can take a photo of that. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. They also said I can do skin to skin this time with Ellie because it was an emergency C-section, and this was like 4 years ago. They didn't allow me to do skin on skin. They didn't allow me to do skin on skin, which kind of upset me in a way because obviously I didn't get the natural birth that I wanted with Ellie, and just having that skin on skin would have helped. So this time around I have 100% said I wanted it, and they said that they really encourage that now, which is really nice. So yeah, we've got skin to skin, and yeah, I think that's about it really. I've got another midwife appointment on the 17th of November. She said obviously if you don't go into labour by then, because anything could happen. They also said if I do go into labour earlier than the date, they will just put me straight for an emergency C-section. I'll be having a C-section at 39 weeks. They said they don't do it at 40 weeks, which Ellie was at 40 weeks, because they are more likely to swallow more mucus at this age. And Ellie was so mucousy when she was born. I remember for like months and months she really suffered with mucus. So that's why they do it at 39 weeks, and I will be dead on 39 weeks because it's a Friday. So yeah, that is just all exciting. I've got my dates. It's nice as well that they give you a date because I feel so much organised this time around. I've sorted out Ellie, like childcare, who's going to have her, and I've made sure like everything's ready. So like the bedside crib is ready. I'm just literally washing baby clothes at the moment, and we're pretty much done. The hospital bag is packed. I've got stuff for like C-section, like recovery and stuff, so look out for the hospital bag video, because I know tons of you have been asking for that, and I want to make sure I film it before I do go into labour, or I do have the C-section. So yeah, symptom wise, I've been feeling so much better since my last pregnancy update. I've looked back on that video and I was just like, oh my goodness, I didn't stop moaning. But I did want to show that pregnancy is hard, like it's not easy, and I really struggled this time around, just with everything like pains and sickness. But I've been feeling like I've got a bit of energy. I don't know why, but everyone's telling me to just like try and rest a bit more now and get as much sleep in as you can, and while Ellie's at school just rest. But I can't, like I just want to keep nesting, and that's just how I am. I've always been like that, and I feel better when like things are ticked off my list and stuff. So maybe now Paul is taking some time off work, I can relax a little bit more. So yeah, he's got 10 days off work, and then he also gets 2 weeks paternity leave when the baby comes. So it's going to be really nice to have Paul around and to help as well, like with my recovery. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yesterday, Sunday, my friends threw me a surprise baby shower, which was just so lovely. I was not expecting a baby shower at all. So many people kept asking me, are you gonna have one? And I just kept putting it off, because the thought of organising a party and getting everyone together is really hard. So the fact that they done it all and kind of like took all the pressure off me was so nice, and we had the best day ever. So yeah, thank you girls if you're watching. Yeah, that's about it really. Symptom wise, just very like the pressure down there is crazy. Having a lot of shooting pains down there, and it was actually funny, this morning I went to B&M and I was literally in there for 2 minutes and I had to stop walking because like I felt like things were happening down there. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure down there. The bump to me looks very low. He's still moving constantly as well, and it's getting a bit uncomfortable, but generally in myself I feel like so much better than when I did my last pregnancy. I feel more like energetic, which is really weird because towards the end of your pregnancy you lose that, but I do feel like I've got more energy this time. I don't know, it's really crazy. I have tons of Braxton Hicks, to the point where they can be quite painful because my stomach goes like rock hard. So yeah, I've been having a lot of Braxton Hicks. We are all ready. I've actually done a little vlog showing you like how we've got things ready for the baby and how we're storing things. So if you'd like to see that, let me know, because it'd be nice to look back on. I love this stage of pregnancy where like the nesting happens. I've literally been non-stop cleaning and non-stop like organising. We will be vlogging the kind of like the lead up and everything the day before, and as much as we can for the C-section, but obviously if they're not going to allow us to do it, then there's nothing we can do about that. I'll be filming my recovery and when Ellie meets her little brother for the first time. So yeah, I'm so excited. Is it with my pregnancy update. I will do another one after my midwife appointment on the 17th to see if there's anything to update you on. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I will show you my baby bump quickly for 36 weeks and 4 days. So excuse my jumper, it's like really small at the moment, but I just chucked it on because it's freezing outside. But this is the bump, and then isn't that low? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.